out.
It's going to be really interesting, I think. Honestly, this could either go one or two ways. A bit how we talked about last map, whether or not they could continue to play this like slow style, or they could speed it up and try some different things. I think one thing that is quite apparent with how Ouroboros generally tend to play is that variation doesn't really work well with them. They tend to be kind of a very well-oiled engine, essentially. They can do something very specific, very consistently, and very well, as you're seeing right now with this kind of passing setup. But when you throw a wrench in the works, things can fall apart quite quickly. So it's going to be interesting to see how Gravity try and throw a wrench in the works. Now, that said, Ouroboros will be getting the first say in this matter, though, getting 2 points on the board with only 23 seconds down, 22 seconds. So that will be a good start for them. But obviously, this first joust it can go either way, really, just based on how fast the jousts are nowadays and how even it is.
I want to see Torin versus Torobot.
Ha! 1v1, goalkeeper.
Yeah, I want to see who gets the most blocks, if possible. I mean, we know that Ouroboros already scored the first 2 points, so not big of a deal here in the beginning. But again, Gravity now with possession. Are we going to see the low-scoring game, which they had against Egg Boys in their best of 5, or are they going to play a little bit faster pace? I almost want to see them continue to play the style they've been doing, just for the fact of, it wasn't broken, so why fix it?
Yeah, so obviously just seeing kind of standard pass play. Oh, some nice pressure coming out, actually. Oh, and a good intercept from Boop. It looks like he might be pressured. Goes for, I think, a pass, but does get collected by Ouroboros. They're now in a good position. I mean, Gravity needs to recover, or be very ready to recover. Doesn't matter, they're going to get possession back. This is a bit looking quite scrappy for the start of this game, but Gravity obviously coming back into this relatively cold, having quite a big break since their last game. So, I mean, both sides, especially Gravity, will be looking to warm up at the start of this round. Taking their time now.
Eclipse, like old Eclipse.
Come and get it.
Oh,
and then they missed the pass. All that cockiness of come and get it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're going to be able to recollect it, though, so... Basically, Gravity's just trying to draw them out of their position by the looks of it, like trying to get them to bring them
but Ouroboros, it doesn't work if you don't have the lead. And it hits the head of the player. Yeah, but they don't have... So, yeah, Ouroboros have the lead, so it's like, this isn't going to work.
To be
fair,
don't
have to chase.
That's also exactly how Gravity won the last round against Egg Boys, wasn't it? Because they were down, actually, at the very last... Well, they were drawing at the very last second. But it doesn't matter now, because it looks like Gravity will be conceding the disc back over to Egg Boys. Sorry, not Egg Boys, Ouroboros, who are now going to be clearing it.
Blast all over again.
Yeah, blast, actually. But
okay, all right.
Oh, a good clear and boost here coming out from Gravity, though. This should be a goal. Yeah, that will be. Vitrix locking that in for 2 points, which will draw this back even with just a minute and a half of playtime.
Yeah, that took a minute, 37 seconds to score the goal, just to tie things up. But still, Team Gravity seem to play the same style they're doing before. And again, it works, so why change it up? And again, you're forcing Ouroboros to play a completely different style for the last 2 matches they played anyways, so it really is going to throw them off guard and really forces them to be the ones to adapt quickly.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, looking at that, I don't think Ouroboros potentially have a response to this super slow play. Like, I mean, you saw some slight mistakes coming out of Gravity once they started to actually do something with the disc, but Ouroboros just sat there. I think if Gravity take a lead and they just choose to do that, I mean, I don't know what Ouroboros are going to do. Like, their response seems limited.
Well, open goal. And bounce off the little bit of a shield force field there. Be recovered by Gravity. He's going to pass it back off and boost it down, I thought.
Goes for the shot. Oh, great collection, though, coming out of, I think it's Torin.
Yeah, of course it's Torin. Did you even have to look?
Yeah.
Could have just told you it was Torin.
Just assumed.
Missed pass, though. Allows Gravity to get control. We're past the halfway point of the first map now. It's a Torobot today. It's stolen away. Sundance comes in big.
Sundance doing a great job of getting in between the two passers. Oh, a slight mistake on the boost back, though, is going to prevent Ouroboros from collecting that. Gravity now taking over possession. This is basically a shot on goal. Can they recover in time? No, but it's actually off target. Gravity are now going to have to try and slow play this, do something with it. Oh, it's going to be a 1v1 opportunity by the looks of it. No, passing around. Goes for a very quick goal, and Torin again gets his hands on it.
Telling you, I feel like he's channeling his inner Affenterror. This time, the boost comes through. The shot's not going to land, though. They finally get possession on the enemy side, but they can't hit the goal. But still, with control back in their hands, 1:45 left to go. The missed pass comes through another time, and Team Gravity should be able to recover this.
Oh, lots of stuns coming in that is going to kind of delay the collection of this from both teams. Gravity now looking like they've got a strong opportunity with possession. Pass is going to come in. A very quick shot has to go across.
You saw Sundance, his arm was out. It was just barely out of the grasp of his reach.
Almost. So Gravity now with possession. 2-2, 1:20 on the clock. See what we're going to do with it.
This has been another over 1 minute. It's actually been 1 minute and 30 we're going to be coming on to yet again for Gravity to score 4 points. That's 3 minutes of time of possession that they would have wasted. Oh my god, Torn again! This guy just doesn't stop.
So basically this now comes down to which team can recover the fastest. Looks like Ouroboros might be there first. No, Gravity will collect this. They're going to have a pass, but this is going to be difficult because Ouroboros are already stacked, ready to try and chase this down. A pass back, unfortunately, connects to Ouroboros, meaning that they now have possession. This is 2-2, 50 seconds left. Whoever gets the next goal could well be the person that takes this first game.
Especially with how slow it is for Gravity to score. They have player in the goal trying to chase down this disc again. 38 seconds and counting. Going to be coming in from behind. Tutorial's not going to be able to block that out, unfortunately. I think it just taps his hand and goes in. That's going to be Ouroboros taking the lead with 36 seconds left. 2 minutes and 24 of time just to score those other 2 points.
Yeah, just a single three-pointer, or 2 or a 3 actually. 2 will get us to a draw and an overtime. 3 will get us to a win for Gravity. So 36 seconds on the clock. Basically, whoever scores next wins. And if no one scores, Ouroboros takes it.
I feel like Gravity now need to be able to flip that switch, get aggressive, get fast-paced. They show they can play slow, but play fast now because you sure as hell need to here. You don't want to be playing Joker in the first game of the day when it's a single elimination tournament. Pass going in deep, going to be an open Viatrex for the shot, and he just misses the three-pointer. Viatrex, what's going on?
Oh, that was such a great setup, and unfortunately not able to convert on that. I think he might have been slightly...
Oh, wow, what a catch. Tutorialbot actually gets the interception. There's still a chance for them to pull this one off. They're going to need the 2 points to pull it into overtime. 10 seconds left to go. Who's going to be the man to take the shot? Viatrex comes in around the back. He redeems himself, ties things up at 4 apiece, and we're almost certainly going to be going into that last joust.
Yeah, makes up for it there, does recover it. Brett gets them the 2, 8 seconds on the clock now. I don't think that's going to be fast or short enough for Ouroboros to score. I think, technically speaking, I think it could be done, but this is going to have to be a 1-2, like a pass.
I mean, Gravity's just going to sit back and defend.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're not even going to give an open shot.
That's the problem. Yeah, this is a very, very difficult one to do anything with. So we'll see what they're going to come out with. Gravity getting super aggressive here, trying to steal it.
Oh my god, please do not tell me they just threw this. Do not tell me they just threw this! Oh my god, Torin! No! Torin!
That was a risky... Oh my god.
Torin, you could have won the game.
He just took a little bit too long to turn and shoot.
I have to see the replay of that, of how...
How long was there between when the game ended and when the disc went through the goal?
Where was the disc when it hit 0?
We won't be able to see that because we're going to get into the overtime straight away. Gravity doing a great job of collecting this initially. Ouroboros, the 3 people out of position, recovering now. Going to get ducked, actually. A Duke coming in from, I believe that's Boop with the disc, or Viatrex with the disc, is going to give them space. Gravity now doing their 3-man setup. We'll have to see if they can do anything with this. They do get stun out, got a man on the backboard as well.
For people who don't know, overtime is first to score wins.
Oh, great stun coming out of Torin, predicting the pass and able to do something with it. Ouroboros now chasing this down. If they can get a shot on... Oh, and they do! Sun darts coming in from wide. Gravity able to recover, but not able to protect the goal. That was close. That was so close. Are you okay? Do you need a minute?
I just can't believe Torin had open shot.
They got it. They got it in the end.
I know.
Still, you're
and then
for
even
him.
before that, Viatrex had an open 3-pointer that would have won them the game.
Both teams having incredibly close opportunities at the very end there. So we do see Ouroboros obviously taking it towards the very end. That will be the first game. This is best of 3.
Gravity. Why did they send 3 people to steal?
That was a very, very risky play. I think they were just thinking, okay, we can flip this now. The last time, okay, because this is actually a thing that usually happens in cup play. The time where they least
is that 0 confidence in them being able to win in overtime that they would do that?
No. I think it's when they least expect aggression is the best time to throw aggression down.
We have the last couple seconds. Let's take a look and let's slow down. Let's see. Actually, you know what? We have to hold on because we have the next match already started. We'll come back to that when we have some time.
Yeah.
But dear Lord, I really wonder how close that was to crossing the finish line before time did go out.
Yeah. So this is going to be basically back-to-back now. Ouroboros obviously taking that first win. Going to be in possession. We're going to see what Gravity can do if they can switch it up. They seem to be playing a lot faster than they did in the previous 3 games. Oh, as soon as I say that, they are now getting possession. Looks like they're going to be in a 1v1, and for the first time, Torrent doesn't save it. Tutorial scores.
You beat us, of course. I didn't mean that, by the way.
So
I didn't think about it. It weren't like a dig.
Good sportsmanship there coming in from Ouroboros. I don't know if you heard that. Just making sure that nothing he said accidentally came across in the wrong way. I think they were celebrating from the last round, and yeah. Just clarify.
Don't apologize. Be an alpha. Don't be a beta. Don't be Jersey. Don't be Banks.
Okay, so
Blue and I are the alphas here.
yeah. So coming into this, you've got Ouroboros now basically playing a relatively short game. Gravity boosting up two-man stack. Two-man stack defense coming in from them. Going to be moving around, trying to get some pressure down.
I can't
Splitting
believe
now into defense.
I'm still in awe of that first game of what happened.
That was an interesting game to watch back. Oh, and again, a steal coming out of Gravity again. This is Boop, I think, for another steal. He's going for a side shot. Okay, this might be on target. No, it's going to get collected by Viatrix. I mean, they did recover in time, so they would have been saved regardless. But that was one of Boop, I think, potentially one of Boop's infamous Boop shots there, bouncing off the side of the arena.
I like how he faked out Sundance there, like faking a pass to the right, and he got Sundance actually moved to the right-hand side.
This is a good defending, though, from Ouroboros. Okay, now getting in the 1v1, and finally, Boop locking in another goal for Gravity. Gravity taking a 4-point lead with a minute and 15 seconds down, which is a good start for them. you still struggling.
I am.
Get to your launcher.
Just from Viatrix missing the 3 to Torin taking too long to shoot, which would have won them the game, to the aggressive play on the defense,
That was a lot to take
which
in. And
gave them the shot for a potential win. I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore.
So while Jason sorts himself out, looks like Ouroboros are trying to sort out Gravity because they're going for a very long-range shot. Gravity's trying to recover now. It looks like they might be able to get possession off of this. They will. Two-man stack already ready. This is good for them if they can get free. Not quite as successful as they need to be, but... Okay, so the two-man stack recovers for Ouroboros, meaning that Gravity will now have to play this slow. They don't really have any other choice. Oh, an unfortunate pass. Does bounce a couple of times, but ends up in the right hands regardless. Oh, and a stun on the keeper allows Boop to just go in for a cheeky 2 points.
Where was this Gravity last round?
I think they were boosting super fast at the last second to try and steal the disc.
Get to your launchers.
I don't know what to say still.
15.
Gravity now obviously taking control of this game, 6-0, 2 minutes in. This is kind of a pretty good position. I mean, even on defense, they've been pretty good this round, so we'll have to see if they can keep that up. Or if Ouroboros can actually pull back what they were missing in the last game as well, because I mean, it came down so close towards the end, you could argue that they had a lot more room. Basically giving Ouroboros the free shot, and they will convert that. So that is going to be a, you want to leave us an open goal? Sure, we'll take that.
Why was Totorobot sent to the other side of the field?
Well, that's a type of joust. It's kind of, you could argue it's the blurst joust or man-to-man defense. It's essentially where you send all 3 people up to try and man-mark as soon as possible. Problem is, I don't think that is necessarily what happened perfectly there. So, I mean, you could argue that it's either execution from Gravity side or it's actually Ouroboros reading that and positioning themselves correctly. But either way, the first pass goes into the tube for free, and then the shot off of the back of that ends up converting it. So, good response from Ouroboros on the defensive joust, but Gravity now doing their man low positioning. 2-man stack on the defense from Ouroboros. Going to leave this as a 2v2. Good control, goes for the shot, and will get that locked in. Almost had a chance for a 3 there. If he'd noticed the keeper coming out, I think he could have maybe got the shot off even slightly earlier before moving in, but...
I think they're just happy to get points.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
I think they've got the lead so far. I mean, there's no need to just try for the extra 3s if they don't need it, so might as well just get those extra 2s.
Well, 8-3 now, 2 minutes and 53 seconds left. Ouroboros do have the lead at 1-0 so far in the series. However, Team Gravity on the track at the moment to tie things up at 1 apiece and take us to a final 3rd map. I should say game. I'm just too used to saying map. 3rd game. And look how aggressive, again, Gravity are being. Boop's already had a couple of steals so far. And again, goals left open. Don't even...
Oh, he's going to
God.
miss! This might be Gravity getting possession back. No, sorry, take it back. They're going to recover it, so Ouroboros will have this now. Going up for the... goes for a cheeky backboard. He has 2 free teammates on the left-hand side. Big question mark there as to why he went for the shot instead of the pass, but ends up back in Gravity's hands. They've now got control of the disc. Taking their time, passing back again, playing all 3 people in. Ouroboros now man-marking each player on Gravity, so this is going to start becoming quite difficult to get these passes strung together. Doing a great job, however, and they're moving up slowly but steadily. A stun comes in onto Ouroboros, meaning that they're going to have a man advantage going into this last attack. Oh, a shot early goes in. Torrent, I think, saves that again. Coming out of that, Gravity looks like they're going to be able to recover this. Maybe not. As soon as I say that, it goes just flying miles wide. They really just need to prevent the 3-pointer, though, coming onto this.
Oh, they're going to have to Torabot in the goal. And Torabot's going to be up against 3 players. Unfortunately, not much he can do there. Ouroboros is going to get back on the board with 1:40 left. 5-8. Now 3 points away from tying things up. So Gravity need to... I don't know. I wanted to ask you, like, do you think Gravity are trying? But they 100% should be. I'm just seeing so many weird things that they never really mess up.
I think they might be trying some stuff in terms of, like, doing some different things. I mean, obviously, looking at the aggression they threw out in the end of the last round, I think it was a bit of a Hail Mary to some extent. But I think we're seeing some interesting things from them we haven't seen so far today. But at the same time, it could just be them adapting to Ouroboros and trying to find ways to break them down. Because, I mean, that is something that is quite familiar with this kind of matchup.
Oh, missed pass again.
Yeah. Looks like he will be able to recover it, so this will be safe. However, man marking, okay, goes for a wide shot. This is actually going to end up very near goal. If not going, no, going to bounce off the shield. Oh, unfortunate positioning for Tutorial is going to prevent him from being able to just score on that one. But pass back is going to give Gravity possession. They do have a 3-point advantage, so they could be taking their time with this one.
Yeah, again, play the clock.
Yeah.
If they don't miss a pass, they'll give Ouroboros a potential shot. Ouroboros could have things tied up almost at this trade if they didn't miss that 3-pointer earlier on.
Yeah, I think Gravity have realized, okay, they're just going to basically slow play this now, force the keeper to come out, and ended up in a position where there is no one in goal. Oh, goes for the shot, not quite able to convert, but again, with Ouroboros scrambling to try and protect that, it looks like they might be able to recover it. Oh, and almost intercept as well, though. Some good passing now, recovering Gravity's possession and their momentum with the disc. Back and forthing now. A long-range shot attempt on goal.
That's 2 threes missed, and Ouroboros are looking to get control. They just can't. Gravity seems to be there every time to repick the disc back up. Another shot going to come in, and another miss. It's going to hit the island. The disc is very far out of position, looking to be recovered. Gravity just floating right around it, slaps it down. 20 seconds left to go. Ouroboros need to somehow secure this disc and hit a 3-pointer. They're finally going to have control of the disc, but they need the 3 points. 16 seconds left, and are they going to have an opportunity for it? The bounce comes in. He has an open shot, potentially. Tutorbot's going to be there. They need to get someone to stun him in time. They have to look for the 3. The 2 is not going to be enough. Is there even going to be anyone to block out to Torobot? 4 seconds left. Someone get into the goal to hit him. Oh my.
And a save coming in there at the very end. I think that's from Tutorial. So just, you can hear the sigh of just like, oh, we got another one now. So 1 for 1, Gravity Ouroboros, meaning that we will be going to game 3.
Okay, let's look at that replay we're talking about then, if we can bring that up from the end of the first game. I'm hoping we do, because I still want to see how little time was left when that disc was about to cross the line. I don't know if we still have that prepared and ready to go. If we do, just throw it up on screen. Don't think we have it then.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm just assuming we don't have it then.
We'll have to, one of those ones you need to clip, I think. We'll have to go back, check if anyone was did us the honor of clipping that fantastic moment. I think, honestly, that last minute, to be honest, it wasn't just that one play.
No, I just want to see that last play. I wanted to see how close that disc was to crossing the field of contention.
The goal line, basically.
Yeah, the goal line. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, so Gravity going to be getting possession of the initial joust. They seem to be more comfortable with possession in that last round. I mean, it was still a very close match, but they took a very immediate lead, and then they basically tried to slow play and bleed it out towards the end of that. There were some interesting mix-ups from both sides, but generally I think their game plan was kind of what ended up happening. So it's going to be interesting, but very early shot and a missed 3 attempt coming in from Ouroboros, going to give possession back over. Not quite, though. Ouroboros will be able to recover this. Gravity just basically chasing this around, trying to get on top of it, put some pressure down. Oh, very good play. I mean, that's a 2v1 as well, so Sundance doing a great job there of actually being able to get that shot off.
By the way, that scoreline could have been way different, too, because Torn blocked so many shots, and Gravity missed so many shots.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, open threes. So that actually could have been, like, a completely different line than what we did see.
In terms of scoring potential, Gravity had a significantly higher, like, kind of amount in that.
All right, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. What's up?
Nothing?
Just give me a weird look.
Just looking at you, that's all.
Told you, it's hard to not look at me when you have this beautiful schnoz in front of you.
Yep.
Gravity with control now. Actually,
this
have an
is
open shot for
Boop.
Nah, not taking it though.
Too late. Gonna take his time.
I wonder if they've lost some confidence in shots like that, considering they've missed like
Might be. They
three
might just be like,
back-to-back.
slow it down. Let's not risk it. Let's just get these extra goals that we need. And yeah, they're going to do just that. So slow playing, it ends up passing all the way back to Boop, who then locks it in for another 2 points, which will bring this back to even with just over a minute gone on the clock. So still plenty of game to go. And I don't think we really have much of an indication based on this minute how this is going to go either. It's like both teams kind of continuing what they were doing in the last game. It's really going to have to come down to, I think, whether or not Gravity can convert a lot of this potential that they had in the last round, or if there's going to be similar issues here, which then, I mean, looking at how Ouroboros have played today, if Torren can block those and then convert them on the other side, that goal difference might make everything matter.
Look at that. Torren's not afraid of that two-man stack, which is barreling in at him. He's actually able to push up pretty far here, trying to maintain that triangle. And back to Torren now.
Yeah, they split up now, meaning that the Ouroboros have time and they can kind of... Oh, that was very close, almost getting pressured at the last second there. Some passes, a couple of stray ones, but yeah, two-man push from the goal. Fortunately, Torren's able to lock that in, 2 points. Ouroboros doing a very good job in the offense now. Gravity's defense has been a little bit shaky the last couple of attacks.
I'm actually really surprised to see how that worked out. I don't know. I feel like there's so much pressure on Ouroboros with the defense out of Gravity, and that shot at Torren just looked fantastic. And that's them a lead now at 4-2. Gets them one step closer to not playing Joker
in the first round.
It rhymed. And you ruined it. One step closer to not play Joker. And then...
oh my god.
Well, we can't have nice things, Jersey.
Blue clears it out.
Oh, that's an open shot. Okay, thank God.
Okay.
Vitrax, he's not going to miss it this time.
I think this is the first time that's actually happened today, where they've had this like kind of a completely clear line there and they've just taken it straight away from that range.
So Gravity able to get the lead now, 5-4, with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. Only took 8 seconds for that goal. So able to convert really quickly off of the last shot out of Ouroboros. And now with them in control. I know, this is actually like one of the longer matches we had between these two. We've had like minutes of possession before when it was Gravity and Ouroboros. But both teams finding angles and finding avenues to successfully score a lot quicker now.
So Tutorial looking to try and pressure here, but...
Oh, that's a good pass.
Okay, but yeah, good defensive recall from Gravity is going to mean that this is basically going to double out into another slow push from Ouroboros. Looks like they're going to be slow playing this now. Oh, an attempt at a 3 points there is actually going to end up backfiring and giving Gravity possession right in front of the goal as well. Gonna go for a 3 points. Boop locking that in. And that kind of cheeky 3 when you've got 2 people on Gravity in the goal. Yes, you might have stunned one, but there's another one there. And collects it and clears it fast enough for Gravity to react and then get another goal off the back of it. So coming back to the goal difference, that is a goal difference of 3 you've just turned over right there. Because they went for the attempt at the 3 points, you save it, you turn it round, you get 3 points yourself. That's a 6 point difference they've just generated from that.
Even though they're only up by 4.
Yes, no, I mean...
No, I know. It's just funny because it's like they're only up by 4, but it's a 6 point difference with the goal.
The goal difference.
Yeah, no, I totally get you. Don't worry. I understand. I just thought it was funny.
Oh
my
and
God.
again.
What? Boop. Back-to-back 3-pointers, 11-4. Just like that, this game has been swung wide open.
To be fair, I actually don't think we've seen Boop flex his shooting muscles today, so this might be him trying to put his stamp on the final game, saying, remember me, I'm here. I can hit these shots. So,
Which
yeah,
Vitrax could say the same after the last map.
No, Vitrax, I think Vitrax has been doing a lot of work on the stunt. I don't know if you've seen, like, on the minimap, a lot of the times where the stacks are getting crashed out from Ouroboros' side, or in the match against Egg Boys, it was usually him on it. So he's been doing a lot of work in that side of the game. However, Boop just showing up trying to get some goals in now, and he's doing what they have been lacking, actually, capitalizing on that goal-scoring potential we were talking about.
Well, now they have the opportunity because of it being a 7-point difference to play super slow. If they want, they go back to that style of just dragging out, force Ouroboros to chase after them over and over again. Get a little stun on a Sundance to delay the regrouping.
Yeah, this is a shooting opportunity as well. It doesn't look like Ouroboros are going to be able to stack, so this is going to be another shot on goal. Oh, just dings it. Is that Vitrax?
That was Vitrax.
Yeah, very close.
I can't wait till he watches this cast back and he gets angry at me, so you get to see him at the event.
However, yeah, so we got Ouroboros at this. There is a 7-point difference, though, with 2 minutes. That's quite a big margin. So Gravity really just want to kind of delay these and force 2s. They just don't want to give any 3-pointers away right now, given how big the margin is. That's all you really want to do in this position. So yeah, I mean, from their perspective, that's fine. They now get possession. There's a minute 40 on the clock. They can slow play this if they want to.
Well, it took almost a minute for them to score those 2 points too. So if anything, you're giving up only 2 instead of 3, and you're taking a minute off the clock as well.
Yeah. That is, they're in a difficult position now. Gravity obviously got the onus. I think that extra 3 points that they got with that shot from Boop just really pushed it over the edge of making this super difficult for them to come back from. But we have seen smaller differences in less time, being made up in less time. 36 seconds is a record for a 5-point gap, so it's definitely still doable.
Actually, it was done in 27, I think.
27?
I thought we see a team do it 27.
There was a 1 goal come back in 27 seconds.
All right, that's right. And another shot.
Yeah.
Viatrek's not going for the 3-pointer this time. It's in 12 seconds. Gravity are scoring quickly, and when Ouroboros do score, they're at least making them drag it out even longer. It was 57 seconds for the last time Ouroboros scored. So Gravity, they're scoring quickly, and then when the enemy team scores against them, they make them take a long time, which is obviously going to work in Gravity's favor, especially with 1 minute and 30 left.
I'd be really interested to know if they've made any call to play a different way over the last, basically for the duration of this game, because this is looking like the normal Gravity I would expect to see. This is very standard. Boop scoring the long range shots, Viatrek's doing the intercepting, Tutorial kind of sitting back and doing the supporting role in a lot of positions and getting aggressive when he needs to. So this is kind of much more of what I would expect from them, especially the pressure. I mean, looking at stuff like that, that is what they are great at. So it's good to see they're putting that up, but Ouroboros are now going to try and find a response to this, because this hasn't necessarily been the case for the last 2 rounds.
That pass going to miss, and time is starting to run out. Down by 7 points. They have 1 minute left. They need to start hitting some shots. Start hitting it right now. A 3-pointer most likely going to be coming in. No, pass back to 2. The stun for the keeper looking to come in. Comes in from the side, gets blocked out. The re-pickup coming in, but it looks like Gravity's going to net themselves control and try to look for the clear.
Yeah, I think Ouroboros realized they need to get a 3-pointer, but they were already inside the 2-point zone. And just going to go for a deep clear here, try and chase after this. Looks like they might be able to get this. Another goal here will basically drive this home.
I like that. I like that. At a Boop.
Just
don't need to score right away. Make them come to you. Drag out the time. It's a smart play. 37 seconds left. You're making it even harder for them to come back.
Yeah, now a 9.
Just don't pull a, was it Simeon?
And ding it. Yeah.
No, and not shoot.
And
then lose control.
Oh, sorry, this season, yes.
And then lose the game.
That thing, yeah. You don't want to. You don't want to throw games. That's a bad thing. Don't do that. But no, takes his time, sits on the goal. Just rides this out. 9-point difference now with 37 seconds.
Need 3 3-pointers. 37 seconds. That's basically over.
Gravity basically now realized, okay, they have to do this. We're just gonna, we can punish this.
Yeah, that's it now. That's 100% done. 25 seconds.
I think
Gravity in control.
Yeah, I think you can actually hear Ouroboros getting on open comms there. Still happily, obviously, they have made it. They have gotten to the qualifiers. This game is to decide seeding, meaning that this might have an impact of the event, but they have made it through to that prize money, and that'll be Tutorial getting a...
I told you, I hate this. I hate this.
You can hear the players having quite a bit of fun now, obviously a bit relaxed. Both these teams looking forward to their trip.
I'm not relaxed. They're just dragging the game out. It's over.
I mean, 9 seconds on the clock. It's going to be over any second.
It's like the longest 9 seconds of my life.
Well, I mean, I think Gravity played a significantly better game in this round than they had in the last 2. This was
well, I mean, look at the scoreline, yeah.
Yeah, this is a completely different tier. I don't even think Ouroboros changed a great deal. I think they kind of kept relatively consistent. Gravity just stepped up in this last round.
I want to see him shoot it. Aww, I want to see him make it just to laugh at Gravity. So there you go, ladies and